Hey guys, so today I decided to do a video about how I found out Jalen may have been on the spectrum. So if you guys would like to hear my story, please just keep watching. Okay, so Jalen was born May 2010. He was born in May 2010. It was an easy pregnancy. Only kind of trouble I had during my pregnancy was that I had a hard time gaining weight. I've always been skinny and thin, and I've always had a struggle gaining weight. And I still have that struggle now after 4 years after he's been on this earth. But that's the only thing that I had an issue with. But other than that, I had an easy pregnancy. He came on his due date, no complications after birth. I pushed him out and he was good. He was hitting milestones when he went to a doctor's appointment. He was growing developmentally. He was growing on time, hitting milestones. He started to walk at 10 months. A year later, he was talking. He was saying hi. He was saying bye. He would wave, and then all of a sudden, we just probably about after he hit 1, I noticed that he stopped doing the little stuff that he learned how to, which was wave, say hi, say bye. He didn't say that anymore. And his father, Brandon, was like, well, maybe he's I wonder if he's autistic or whatever. So I was just yeah, no, yeah, I don't think so or whatever. But I did take him to the doctor, took him to his pediatrician, because we were worried about it, because he just stopped talking. We noticed that he started to line things up, and that was a big red flag, because I remember I didn't know too much about autism. I knew a little bit, but I knew one of the signs was that they line stuff up. They line stuff up, and that was just oh, okay, what's going on? So I took him to the pediatrician. She said, no, it's nothing. She just kind of brushed it off, and she was like, yeah, he's too young to have that diagnosis. If he was, it would be obvious. We don't diagnose at the age of 1. Anyway, we have to wait till the age of 3. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just kind of let it go. Still I wasn't worried too much about it, but I just kind of let it go. It was the doctor said that he's not, so it was either his 2 or his 3. I want to say his 2-year-old visit. You know, if you go to the doctors and any well visit, they give you these sheets of assessments, is he hitting this, is he hitting that, is he saying this, is he saying that. So I guess my answers to that assessment meant that he wasn't developing as he's supposed to, according to the papers. So that's when I got the referral to go to early intervention program. Oh, let me rewind back. Jalen's first years of life, he had frequent ear infections. He had ear infections about 3 or 4 times before he hit the age of 1. A month after his first birthday, we winded up getting tubes in his ears because he kept getting ear infections, and they kept prescribing amoxicillin. But after we got the tubes in his ears, he hasn't had an ear infection since. Knock on wood. He hasn't had an ear infection since we got those in his ears, and that was in 2011. But yeah, and he always had allergies. He always had allergies. Nose always running, eyes kind of puffy, and Jalen's very light skinned, so you can tell it looks like he's been crying, but he has allergies, always congested, always his nose running. So my baby's he's just always kind of issues going on with him. What was I saying before I got off track? When I got the referral, we went to the early childhood education thing. It's called Child Watch. We went there and he got evaluated. The only thing that he qualified for was speech therapy, and that was the main reason why it was a red flag, because he just stopped talking. He just stopped talking, and it was but he's supposed to be He's supposed to be saying these count of words. Like, how come he's not saying it? And this and other. So we took him there. He only qualified for speech therapy. So he got speech therapy in his daycare. And then he also qualified for an early childhood educator. So he got that through that program, and they stayed with him for like a year. His speech came once and early childhood came twice. So, and they stayed with him for like an hour or so. And he did really good. They helped him with his speech, and he came so long. He came such a long way. He started to talk more, and yeah, we knew probably like about before his first birthday. And that's because we were very, like, I'm glad that we caught it early, because we got to start getting him services and therapy at an early age, so that way he can improve more and more over the years. Now, so Jalen has speech therapy once a week for 30 minutes. He has childhood educator she comes 3 times, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. She comes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She stays there for about an hour or so, and she's really good. She really goes all out for Jalen. Like, I'm so grateful for her. And then he has an occupational therapist that comes once a week for 30 minutes. So, and then we also have the PCIT therapy, and that doesn't have anything to do with the school district. That is something that me and Brandon do with Jalen, and we pay for that ourselves. So we have that once a week, and that's basically helping him with his behaviors and just getting to like know Jalen more. Jalen has really come a long way. Like, I look at his older videos and I get sad about it, because like, he didn't talk. He just stopped talking. Like, I continuously talked to him, but he never said anything back. And I look at them now, and it's like to compare him, because I'm not going to compare him to another child, but to compare him to himself from like 1 to 4 now, he has come such a long way as far as like his speech. He talks in full sentences now, and he can hold a conversation with me, and he's just so amazing. And I just know that he's going to flourish, and that he's going to continue to get better and better and better, because he's a fighter, and he is like, Jalen is very resilient. His issues right now are more behavioral wise. Like, as far as education, Jalen is fine. He doesn't lack in that. He's very smart. He's an extremely smart little boy. He knows how to read on like 1st, 2nd grade levels, and he's not even in kindergarten right now. He needs a little help with his cutting, but that's about it, because he's a lefty. He cuts with his left. I mean, that's the story, how we found out that Jalen was on the spectrum, and how we started to get on track as far as like his services and whatnot. And if any of you guys have similar stories, please leave them down in the comments below. Please like the video if you like it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video. Until next time, see you. Bye.